Alright, well, welcome back, guys. We are back in Spokane, Washington after a big trip here. We went to so many places: San Jose, LA, Oceanside, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Tempe, Colorado, Denver, Grand Junction, Salt Lake City, and now we're back at home, and we're only a little bit depressed, but you know, it's okay because we're back with you guys for the audience, and we are on episode 4 of Digital Flow Battles.
This is episode 5!
That's okay, because we're back here with you guys, the audience, for Digital Flow Battles on our 5th episode. We're going to be watching some battles today, and it's going to be sick. We got some really crazy lines. Oh, excuse me.
Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
And today's battles are going to be Ethan versus Alexander, Brigham versus Hugo, Elis versus Jasper, and Hannes versus Koen.
Insert flames and booms.
And so first up, that is going to be Ethan versus Alex, and we're going to watch Ethan's line first, so let's put that up. Good. Alright, coming in over the railing, and ooh, very nice, like palm side kind of variation. Very nice scoot, dub, cleanly landed, and the pop frisbee out too. Flowing over, and looks like, ooh, yeah, looks like cart broken full. A little bit there.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like, and he over-hypered it too, so he can get that kick like completely sideways. That was nice looking.
Definitely. Very, very clean line. I would say definitely it's like Ethan always just brings such good flow that there's very little like steps that are out of place or anything like that in any of his lines, and that's definitely one of his strongest points.
I also enjoy the way that he transitions between his moves too, because he doesn't just use like the basic transitions. Like for the first one, he uses the scrubba to get himself over into the positioning for scoot dub. Like he using scrubba as the transition move was really nice to see. Not a lot of people are using like these certain out of pocket moves as transitions.
Yeah.
I like to see it.
One thing to mention is that he did use this spot in a few of the other Digital Flow battles, and so it's really nice to see that he still can do different things at this spot. I'm kind of curious how the judges would think about if he uses this spot again, like for the future use of his lines there. Like, is that going to dock him repeating spots? Like, is that something the judges are looking for or not? Like, in my opinion, that wouldn't really affect him too much because he does do different things on each.
Exactly.
Yeah, it gives the spot like a different look every single time he puts a line there, kind of thing, which is always really fun to see.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice seeing old spot getting used a different way.
That also shows that he has like a pretty strong bag of tricks as well, that he can just like go to the same spot and have different things to do every time there as well. All right, fantastic job as usual, Ethan. And now let's go check out what Alexander did. Right. Coming in with, ooh, double side over the wall. Very, very nice. Climbing on up. Precision. Another pop side out. Coming in. Ooh, I like that move. I don't really know what it's called, but it's cool. Alright, castaway. And nice. Into a full. Okay.
Yeah, nice little macaco full, but in the macaco, he did like a nice little kick out. That was cool.
Yeah.
This is kind of a thing that happened in the first round with Johan's line, actually. The judges kind of mentioned it, where this spot is just super difficult to make a really flowy line. The walls are super huge, and he starts on one side and he gets across really fine, but then when he wants to use that wall again, it's like he has to climb back up and kind of stop his flow a little bit rather than being able to carry through with his momentum and use the flow like Ethan did in his line.
And there's also so much impact in taking from like the drops on those walls that like taking the impact and then continuing out really flowy is a really hard thing to do. Like it's just too much to take down and then push forward again like nicely.
Yeah.
I will say that one thing that is really good about this line is every single landing on his flips seem to be very clean and controlled. So
another impressive thing about like his line specifically though is that he did choose like quite a few big moves to do, and he's looked like he kept the same pace the entire time and didn't really run out of energy or power. And that was really nice to see like a consistency of pace going all the way through. Even though it was not as flowy, and it was like just slow, nice pace, still controlled, and did everything very, very well. So I liked it a lot.
Great job, both Alexander and Ethan. You guys both threw down super hard, and I love to see that. But it is time to get on to the next battle.
Yeah, and those next battles are going to be Brigham versus Hugo.
Woo! Let's get into it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's check into Utah and see what Brigham brought for us. All right, we got Brigham coming in with a big old running pre. Nice, straight to the side, flip down with a twisty twist. Oh yeah, boy, you know I like them twisty twists. Hey, can I get another one? Oh yeah, cartwheel in there, little safety over the side, and then ooh, another twisty twist. Just what I wanted to see. Yes, give me those twisty twists, boys.
So one thing I really appreciate about this line is that there's an extreme amount of thought towards actual flow, because he doesn't really ever stop at any point. He does slow down to create like the directional changes, which I see is okay, because that's something that you have to do. But he does keep on moving all the way through, and the moves that he chooses are always the really creative ones that get him around in like the right proper positions. I like that a lot.
I would say I do feel like he brought in a little bit more difficulty in round 1. I think the difficulty might have dropped from the first line to this line, so I don't know how that's going to affect him in the long run, but...
And he had really good transitional moves, and there was a few spots where he moved really seamlessly. I think the only real break was after that first twist, he did that roll, and then he turned around straight to the wall, and he had to take a few steps to run. Maybe if he could have maybe just stomped the landing and went straight to it, and maybe cut out that roll, that would have set him up a little bit closer, or something. But you gotta do what you gotta do. If you take a landing a certain way, you have to try and figure out how you're gonna get out of it regardless. So. Well, nice work, Brigham. That line was actually kind of a little bit more personally like my kind of style, so I really liked watching that. But yeah, let's go check out what Hugo put up. All right, we got Hugo starting on the top with that side pre. We saw that one previously from Elis, coming in with the double fold, nice. Really cleanly landed into that inward side, wall side, coming back to the bar for another trick. So boom, nice. Swing cast.
Very clean all the way through. Enjoyed that.
Not bad. Now there was a little bit of repeating elements from previous lines there, and I don't think that he can get docked for doing the same side pre that Elis did, but he did do the swing cast in the other line, and so the judges might look at that and see like maybe he's not as versatile.
Yeah, seeing the swing cast happen again was a little bit of a down, but seeing the double full though shows that he does have a variety of like bar skills, but we would like to see a little bit more of a variety of obstacle use as well, because being able to be all around with that makes your lines seem like they have a little more substance to them and just more enjoyable to watch.
I also wonder how much it's going to affect him too, using this at-home setup as much as he is so far in the competition. I do think like maybe using some different spots would definitely help add some of that variety. But I will say that if a competition line should be anything, it should be clean, and I do feel like he did that.
Yeah, very clean about all his moves, executed everything very well, and connected everything nicely.
Very high scoring on cleanliness, execution, and even the tempo that he's going. It's a pretty quick pace throughout. There's no real stalls or hesitation. So, really keeping that strong throughout the competition. All right, nice work, Brigham and Hugo. Those lines were fire, but yeah, what's up next?
Oh, sweet. Well, what's next is we got Elis and Jasper going against each other, but first off, let's go check out our awesome sponsors for a second. Thank you so much, Jed North and Team Frame, for being a part of our season. We absolutely love having you guys a part of this and making the competition better. But now let's go ahead and check out Elis's line. I see, nice spot. Big side free, dang, nice clean, vaulting down. Pop cast, personal favorite. Nice little Italian jog into, wall full. Scoot triple, full, what? Oh, that landing could have been a little bit cleaner, but I was not expecting that full in.
But it's a full in.
Yeah,
like,
holy moly, dang. The cool thing too is that, you know, with the side pre, when he first did that side pre, I didn't think that ledge was going to have like such a drop on the other side. So like now when you go back to the side pre, it's like that mentally that had to have been quite a challenge to get into. And then also just being able to connect all these so well with nice landings and good flow. I'm enjoying this line quite a bit. And with the element of surprise right here, because everybody's probably going to think he's going to go for triple, but he pulls that full in nicely.
Was a little bit shorter, but I mean, at the same time, when you're throwing like a full in at the end of the line, it's kind of hard to really push your line into a longer line because you want to make sure you have the energy to throw that.
Yeah, and another thing that I really liked is that he really had good direction with his line. He knew kind of he wanted to start on the top, he wanted to finish with the full in. He didn't make the decision to try and put the full in at the beginning, which would have been easier, but then he would have had to get back up on the wall, and it would have been that same like kind of slow transition upwards. And so he was really smart about putting that full in last and starting with the side flip down to get him to where he needed to be for the full in. So I think placement and environmental use was up there.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Overall, I think that was just a very nice put together line, structured and everything. Yeah, good job, Elis. Killer, dude. All right, well, now let's go ahead and check out Jasper. Nice vault over, tack into a safety fall, lazy over the top, over the ledge, back down, exit, touchdown, A-twist, nice go. Good. Seeing a lot of vaults right now. Nice. That came out of nowhere a little bit. I wasn't expecting that backflip. Good. Ooh,
Yeah,
little like wall side right there. To TD full. I like it. Nice job. That entire time you kept a very, very nice pace and never really stopped at any point. Even when it came to your flips, you hit the flip, landed, and took off. That's really nice to show that you have an understanding of the flip and how to move around it.
Some of the points I was bringing up about Elis, I feel like it's kind of like almost the opposite with Jasper, where Jasper kind of had a very long line, but I wouldn't say it was packed with a lot of difficulty either there. It was definitely like kind of a lot of vaults and everything, and very, very high flow and cleanliness, and I like the flip choices. I just kind of would like to see a little bit more as well.
And we're not looking for, you know, just overall difficulty, but difficulty is a category within the competition where we would like to see our athletes hitting those points. And unfortunately, sometimes when you choose longer lines, difficulty isn't something that you could really add in because, you know, for difficulty, it does require a lot of energy and power. And when you're running it out on a lot of vaults and movement and stuff to create the longer line, it does kind of limit your options of the difficulty you get to choose.
But on the other hand, there was a ton of flow, there was a major amount of connectivity within all of this stuff, and I know, like, personally, when I get to a spot like this, where there's just, like, kind of things everywhere, I get a little overloaded, and it's hard for me to really choose stuff and make things blend together really well, and so he did do a good job at putting everything where it should be. Everything made sense, and everything was in a really appropriate place, and the way he got to each place was really nice, in my opinion, so...
Good job, Jasper, and good job, Elis. You guys killed those. We enjoyed both of those lines quite a bit. So, yeah, let's get into the next stuff. Daniel?
So about that. So the next battle was going to be Hannes versus Koen, but sadly due to the pandemic, Koen did not have the opportunity to provide us a line. So Hannes is going to be the winner, but we still want to check out his line and kind of see what we have to say about it here. So let's throw that up there. All right. So we got Hannes coming in with, ooh, double ace was over a gap right there. Nice cat back coming in. Finds a rock, does some cool things. Side pre-in, oh my goodness. And finishes, ooh, with some like stalled aerial or something like that. That's what it looked like to me, but I don't even know.
It looked like an aerial, like stall aerial, but with a like slight quarter twist at the end to give it the idea that it looks like it's like turning half. Yeah. Which is really nice because like I like that a small little look can give a different illusion of something. Yeah.
The double A twist over the gap though is pretty gnarly. I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty wild there.
It moves out of it really well too. The unfortunate part is that he didn't really move too well out of the aerial on the rock kind of well, which I was kind of wanting to see him move out of that really nicely, kind of take a nice step out of it.
Yeah, the whole rock section looked a little bit out of place, but all the moves were difficult that he chose to do, so that was really nice.
Also, like, very creative placement of the moves as well. I very much enjoyed the placement of everything.
Well, yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to call it. I think he's going to win this one.
Yeah.
Hannes, you killed it, man. Way to throw down. And again, we'll be seeing you in the semifinals, man. Great job.
Killed it.
All right, so don't forget, After this battle is posted, within 30 minutes, voting is gonna start on our Instagram polls, in our feed, in our stories. So don't forget to log into Instagram and comment the person who you thought was the winner. If you don't do that now, then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make myself some spaghetti covered in chocolate and eat it all up by myself while I'm very sad. So just go and do the thing that I told you to earlier, which is what I forgot already.
And drink some water.